change the way your wife views you. It'll change the way your husband views you. It'll change the way your children go to sleep at night. It'll change the way your children are able to get through a peaceful rest without wondering what's going on with daddy, what's going on with mommy, what's going on with our house, what's going on with our finances. It changed everything for me. Let me explain something to you about speaking now. I'm going to come out of the story and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So I want you to learn this from me in 3D, guys. It's the world of AI. So I want you to learn this from me in 3D. I want you to learn from me as a student, but then I want you to learn from me as an intern as well. I want you to be beside me while I'm doing it and saying, okay, I'm learning something. I'm learning from what he's saying as a student, but I'm learning from what he's doing as an intern, working with him. This is a partnership here. You invested your time. I've invested my money. I've invested my energy. I've invested my life's work in this. But then I also want you to think improvisationally. How am I going to take what Shaan said and make it better? How am I going to take what he's giving me right now and make it better for my audience? How am I going to tell my story in a better way? That's what we're going to teach you how to do here today. So while I say this on stage, two things happen. My ideal clients lean in. When I say I'm just a kid from Harlem who God chose to show his favor and mercy through, people lean in. When I say God trusted me to do this, people lean in. When I say the war on drugs and it felt like it was the war on us, people lean in. And I mean, when I say they lean in, we did $450,000 in less than 90 days, guys. Cash collected. Not on consignment, not on contract, no payment plans. $450K cash counted in the bank. Changed everything for me. But at the same time, when you tell that truth, the wrong people lean out because everybody's not for you. That's the problem sometimes. We try to serve the world and serve everybody, and you're trying to serve people that don't want no part of what you're trying to serve them with. They don't value you, is what I'm saying. So we're going to learn how to value ourselves here. Somebody put the word value in the chat. We're going to learn how to value ourselves here. Because I learned something, right? And I knew it from when I grew up. You can have the best mouth-watering steak that the world has ever seen. You great. You sweet at what you do. Honestly, like, I know if you're here on a Saturday morning, you're committed. You are a leader. You are the person. But this is the thing. You could take the best mouth-watering steak and try to set up shop in a vegan neighborhood. If that was an aha, put aha in the chat. Listen, guys, your 3 E's, your education, experience, and expertise. I haven't said anything about my education background yet. I haven't gone deep into industrial and organizational psychology, organizational development and change. I haven't done any of those things. Your education, experience, and expertise is going to translate over into impact, income, and independence, guys. We call it the 3E to 3I framework. If some of you got education, put education in the chat. If you got an education. If you got it, listen, education could be street. That's all I started with, was street knowledge. My education came from Harlem, 145th Street. That's where it started. And then I exploded in college because I learned it was transferable. So watch this, that's education. If some of you have experience, you've been doing what you've been doing for 5 years and better, 10 years and better, 20 years and better, put the word experience in the chat. Education, experience. Guys, we're about to do the trifecta piece. What about expertise? I'm seeing a lot of experience. I'm seeing a lot of experience. Let's go. University of Life. That's right. Trifecta, experience. What about the expertise? If you know you're good at what you do, put the word expertise in the chat. See, a lot of people got education and a lot of people got experience, but they be dabbling. They don't go deep. They don't focus on one thing. They become a jack of all and a master of none because they just hustling trying to make money. They're not trying to make impact. We put meaningfulness over money. We put people over profit, and we put value over valuation over here. Interaction and inclusiveness over income over here. It's principles based. We call that the MVPs, the morals, values, and principles. See, everything I learned in Harlem was not negative. Huh? Everything I learned in Harlem was not negative. So what I'm saying to you is that thing that you've been through, and I'm kind of getting to the teaching, and I'm going to get out of the teaching in a moment because we just introing here. How many of you are having fun already, guys? And put a 1 in the chat if you're having fun already. If this is already like, okay, now I know this is going to be a little different. If this is going to be... How many of you are glad you came on a Saturday? Put glad in the chat if you're glad you came, because I'm glad you're here. I'm here on a Saturday. I drove to get here. It's a serious situation. I drove and flew to get here. I got people here that flew to get here to serve you to the highest degree possible. Okay, so it's that thing, guys, that you don't want nobody to know. This is the secret sauce right here. It's that thing that you don't want nobody to know. That'll add a 0 to the back of your number. That's right. It's that thing that you have trouble saying. You know how your throat get tight when you're about to go too far into your story and you're like, nope, pull back. It's driving through that part that'll get you to the heart of your ideal client. It'll change everything. So anyway, we having fun. Okay, so I'm just getting warm, guys. You got to give me time. I'm a speaker, so I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned in the ground. I'm setting the table. This is called in speaking. This is called setting the table. So I'm setting the table. My speakers in this. You know what I'm talking about. We setting the table. I want you to come in and sit down and have a meal with me. You understand? This is what I want you to do. I want you to understand that your education, your experience, and your expertise is the key to your money, guys. Your story is the key to your glory. When I tell that story on stage, my ideal clients lean in and I know they're with me. The people that are not for me lean out and start to check their phones and play with their phones, and that's okay because they can't play with my time. I don't want them to play with my time. Does that make sense? Tell me if that makes sense. Just raise your hand. I can see you. Just raise your hand if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Very good. I'm seeing hands waving. Let's go. Okay, great. So it's your pain, your power, and pivot. 3P framework. You're going to go through things that give you pain. But I want to take you out of it for a minute, and I want to think about the people that you want to serve. Now, I told you we're going to work too, so you should have your workbook, and then you should have your own paperwork. You should have a pen and paper with adequate ink. And I want you to write down what is the pain that your ideal client suffers from. Take a moment. I'm just going to be the monologue in your ear. You see 2 headphones? I got monologue in my ear. I got a coach in my ear while I'm speaking. I'm going to be the coach in your ear while you teeing up. You understand? While you about to knock it out the park, I'm the coach in your ear telling you you need to just move your hip back a little bit so you can get that thrust when you pop it. What is the pain that your ideal client suffers from? Why have they been in multiple different coaching programs and multiple different events? And then what is the power? What is the power that they already possess? For you, I know your pain. I know your pain. You want to start a business, you want to scale your business, and you want to exit your business. You don't want to start your business so you can be a slave to your business. You want to start a business that is scalable so you can move out. You want to move in, move up, and move out. That's my ideal client's pain point. They want to translate their education, experience, and expertise into impact, income, and independence. They want more. You may have been massively successful, 6 figures, 7 figures. You want more. And without the right systems, you want to hold on to what you're able to make. Because if you ain't got the systems in place and the right people in place, then it costs you more to make money than it should. It costs you more to make money. And you spend a lot of money and a lot of energy, and you don't get the traction that you need. So think about your ideal client, whether you're a speaker, coach, consultant, master's degree, doctorate, bachelor's degree, banking, financial, real estate, life coach. What is your ideal client's pain point, and what is their power? Like, what is their unique strength? We call this strengths-based. That's right, strengths-based. You're going to learn a lot from me, guys. I got so much education, it don't make no sense. But I use that information to build an income castle. I use that education and psychology to build an affluent economy for myself and my family. And that's what I want for you. So everybody got their